Hey, Lakerland, Duncan here, bringing you another edition of Laker Talk. So let's do this. All right, first and foremost, there are a couple things the Lakers can do right now that can help this team become a playoff team. And I know that sounds funny, but hear me out. We've had a lot of close games against a lot of good teams. We've even won a few games against really good teams. Now, we all know, as Laker fans, that the Lakers are lacking three-point shooting, and they're lacking rebounding. They only got a couple guys, one specifically that's a solid rebounder, and he doesn't play very many minutes with Julius Randle. Now, I know Lopez is injured right now, but if the Lakers can stay competitive during Lopez's absence, there's a couple things I think they need to think about doing. One, I think they need to go sign that free agent Mingus Kiskauskas, the three-point shooter that Chicago just released. Okay, this guy, he's shooting around 35-38% from the threes. This guy's a solid three-point shooter. And he could come into the Lakers in certain rotations and add that element that the Lakers really don't have, consistency. Okay, the Lakers at the bottom of the league, completely far at the bottom of the league when it comes to three-point shooting. Okay, we are by far one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league. So, getting a guy that's a free agent who's only going to cost $3.5-4 million right now, who we could even sign for a year or two. I know we don't want to risk the cap space, but this is a guy that can come off of our bench and drain threes for us. Okay? And another thing we can do right now is we can trade Zubac and Enes with potentially the Denver pick, second round pick of ours, to Dallas for Nerlens Noel. Okay, now Noel fell out of Mark Cuban's grace. They're not playing him. He went out, he got a surgery when he should, for something that he could have waited all year to do. The indications are Dallas is fed up with him. Noel wants out. This is a guy that can come off of our bench, get rebounds, and protect the rim. Okay, those are two basic things now. Let's think about this for a minute. What this does is when Lopez is healthy, by the end of the year, if we can stay where we're, pretty good where we're at, when we get both Lopez and Noel back, you're talking about a center rotation of Lopez, who can get you 20 a night, who's a pretty decent rim protector, and the guy coming off the bench is Noel, who again can block shots and get rebounds. Now, you also got Bogut there. I think you're starting five. Lonzo Ball. We all know he's an assist machine. And he's still growing. He's still getting better. He's going to learn to take it to the hoop. He's going to have to learn to take it to the hoop, to score, to get defenses to suck in. Once a defense collapses on him, his passing ability will open up so many opportunities for whoever's on the floor. But he has to at least be a scoring threat. Then you have KCP. Okay, this guy is one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. He can come out, there's your guy right there. That guy, he's had a decent year. He comes off, he hits defense, he gets steals, he blocks shots, he finishes drives. Brandon Ingram, this is a guy that's probably one of the most improved basketball players in the league. Okay, he's almost at 20 points a game. This guy, he's showing the ability to attack the rim. And he's kind of becoming a complete player now. Then in the power forward spot, Kuzma, he's a beast, tearing it up. We all know about Nance. That guy can jump over a building. Okay. And then you got Lopez. That's your starting five. But then your bench has Noel, Randall. Your bench has Brewer, Hart, Clarkson. Okay, now think of this though. You want defense? Here's your defense. Lonzo at point. Okay, KCP at shooting guard. Brewer at small forward. Then you bring in Randall at power. And you bring in Noel at center. And you can substitute Randall with Bogut. And suddenly nobody's scoring. That's a solid defensive lineup. Okay? You want threes? Not a problem. You got Clarkson, who's becoming a very good three-point shooter. Okay? Then you bring in Hart, who's also a decent three-point shooter. Then you got Kiskauskas, a really good three-point shooter. Kuzma, a really good three-point shooter. And Lopez, a really good three-point shooter. You see, this roster would be complete. It would be balanced. It would be stacked. And if you're talking about a push, the final 2 months of a season, where the Lakers are 100% healthy, that roster, one free agent and one trade for a couple players that don't even play, for one guy who can really come off of our bench and do things. Plus, we could have his bird rights. Now, I believe the Lakers would become a serious threat. And if they're given a month and a half or 2 months at full strength, that's a team that might go on a run. And if by some chance they make the playoffs in the 8th seed, we already know they can take Golden State the distance. We've been in overtime with them twice this year as we are. My roster would be better than we are now. With the same guys, just more talent. We already know we can beat Houston with who we have. You see, Noel gives us a solid defensive rebounding presence. Kiskauskas, and I don't know if I can even say his right name right, but this dude can give us a solid three-point shooting unit instead of a couple players chucking up threes. The Lakers could become a contending team. And then come the offseason, the real question is, do you really need a superstar? Or do you just want to bring in a couple solid veterans to finish this thing off, to create a championship caliber team. And that's my point. Because I think the Lakers can be a contending team. I think Lonzo's going to grow into an all-star point guard. I think Lonzo, once he figures out how to score first, his numbers are going to go through the roof. Okay? I think Clarkson's one of the best sixth men in the NBA. He's a guy that can come off the bench and do a lot. Okay? I think KCP is one of the best defenders at shooting guard. Hart's a solid, young, three-point shooter who's adding defensive capabilities. Ingram continues to grow in front of our eyes. Brewer, another solid defender. You got Nance, who's having a great season. His statistics are going up, despite the little bit of injuries here and there. Here's a guy that's really elevating his game. Kazuma, he's probably a Rookie of the Year candidate. Okay, this guy's a monster. Lopez, that's your all-star 20-a-night veteran. Okay, then you're talking about Noel and Bogut. Please, that lineup is stacked. That's my point. That's what I think the Lakers should do. Sign Mansus Kisganis. Sign the dude that the Chicago Bulls just let go, the free-point shooter. Okay, that dude, boom. That's a solid free agent. Trade Enos and Zubac to Dallas for Noel with the second-round pick. Boom. Once that team is healthy, that team is good. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for listening. Laker Talk, over. Duncan, out.